Teachers of Reddit, what is the most ridiculous excuse for unfinished homework that you've ever heard? A kid, high school, claimed that he couldn't do his homework because his grandmother wouldn't give him back his textbook ... which she had taken in retaliation for his theft of her wooden leg. One kid told me his pet parrot flew onto the fireplace and caught on fire. It then proceeded to fly around the sitting room and the dad tried to hit it with a frying pan because he was afraid the curtains would go up in flames if the parrot went close to them. The dad hit it onto the kitchen and then grabbed it and threw it under a tap because you have to throw a parrot under a tap if it's on fire. He then said with all the drama he'd forgotten to do his HW. Of course I let him off because it was the most creative story he'd come up with all year. The fifth time the same student said he lost his homework running from a dog that was chasing him on the way home. I've got the opposite story. A teacher lost my homework he marked as he left it in his shed and it got eaten by slugs. He did show me the slug-eaten paper, and gave me full marks for it so it wasn't all bad. The student claimed he put it in a room in his house. He then forgot the room existed. He was at a loss to explain where his homework was. He was upset to think he must have imagined doing it. He apologized to me. The next week to his amazement he found the room, and more amazingly he found his homework. He handed it in that week. Now this may seem like nonsense, but it turns out he had an operation to remove a tumor from his brain when he was 10. One of the outcomes was a strange side effect that for a short period he could utterly forget a room or more in his house. True story. Confirmed from his mother and sister. Been a teacher for 2 months, with a lot of submissions being online due to COVID protocol. I've had the following exchange with many students. Hey, why didn't you submit the online homework I sent? I emailed it to you, it must have not come through. That's unfortunate, would you mind emailing it to me again before the end of the day? I can't, I didn't save the work. If you didn't save your file, how did you try to email it to me in the first place? No. I meant I deleted the file after I completed the work, I didn't think I would need it anymore. Well, in the future avoid doing that, at least until you have confirmation that I have it. Either way, you should be able to find it in your sent mail, assuming you attached it should still be there. Visibly panicking, I deleted my sent emails too. Wow, you're incredibly efficient. Well, unfortunately I can't grade you on your work unless I receive it. Seeing as you've already done it before, at least doing it a second time should be a breeze. Rinse and repeat. I'm a dude in my 20s, first year out of UNI. Do they really think I'm that technologically dense?